What is cracking, YouTube? It's another video, another episode. And today we have the OTB Phase 2 disc. Again, these are the discs that I handpicked, the ones that I like, the way they felt. So we'll start off with the Eclipse Watt. This thing feels really good, flat, again, nice and gummy. It has kind of sat in my car for a little bit, so it's a lot more gummy than usual. Good grip. The Watt feels amazing. I don't think I've actually thrown a Watt, so this will be interesting. Stamp is all right, but of course Eclipse is sick. No, your dog had to get the Hex, had to, especially the Proton Soft. I mean, this feels incredible. Like the plastic from the Tempo, I wish was on the Hex, and boom, it's right here. I think the stamp is sick. Obviously, I got the dope colorway. Shout out to Bob Harrell at Played Against Sports, Newport News, and Chesapeake. I think it's their new model, or their new mold, is gonna be the Trance. So I got the Neutron one. It's pretty cool stamp. I mean, their plastic always feels phenomenal, but this is pretty much a higher speed Leopard 3. 8.5, -2.1. So this thing's gonna be a straight flyer slash hyzer flip disc. So I'm really interested to see. The rim on this is pretty chunky. Like, it's got some meat on it. It's not uncomfortable because MVP likes to do their rounded edges, which is not harsh at all, which that's why one of the reasons why I love MVP. The first time playing on this course in Northgate, it's probably top 3 courses in this area. But sorry for not posting last week. My girl came back from her cruise, and yeah, I know I had to spend some time with her. Breaking news, your boy got some new kicks. Your boy got some new kicks, bro. Check out the Pooms. Check out the Poom skis. But let's head on to the round. All right, so they moved the baskets here. So the maps that they have, I don't think is accurate. About 300 feet. It's gonna be down this fairway and then slightly to the right. So 300 feet, probably gonna throw not a forehand. I think I'm gonna go backhand. Let's go backhand Trance. Let's go backhand Trance. And I am just putting with the Watt. It's the only putter that I grabbed. So we'll see how that goes. At least the Watt feels a lot better already. Oh, that was a good line too. Came out pretty nicely. Didn't see the full flight of it, but we'll carry on. See the basket, but it's literally straight ahead from here. I'm gonna throw a little hyzer. I think it's probably like 170 feet if I had to guess. Let's throw the Watt. Not necessarily parked, but it is a good shot. Actually, I take it back. I kind of am parked. Let's start off with a par. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, the Watt, I don't think, it didn't feel flippy. It kind of pretty glidey, even for a hyzer. Not gonna lie to you, dude. These pins are so much further than the regular layouts, all the way down there, but there's a Mando right here, this tree. So you have to throw to the left. You have to throw into the woods, essentially. I think a roller would probably be my best option, but nobody likes to see rollers. They want to see the disc fly, bro. 300 feet. It's not too bad. It looks far, though. We'll throw forehand Trance. Hit a tree, but it's not bad. A little up and down. That thing is surprisingly stable. It didn't really flip up at all. So I want to get a clean shot with it, though. God, I would really like to throw my glitch here. Hit the tree. Super unfortunate. Ooh, very good line. Very good line. Honestly, feels really good to putt with. Take our first bogey. Come on, let's get the birdie train going. But so far, unlike the OTB Phase 1 video, I'm really digging all these discs so far, even though I've only gotten like a few reps on them. I think all these holes are probably going to be near 300, maybe a little bit over. But there's a Mando tree right here. you have to throw to the left of it. And this hole requires you to go straight through this gap and then curve hard to the right. Again, it's a forehand heavy hole here. I mean, you could throw backhand turnover, but threw a little too low. Turfed it. Backhand turnover is doable. Pretty touchy shot, so I think I'm just gonna pitch up a nice flat forehand. Hopefully it'll just fade right into the basket. Soft proton. Oh! Almost threw that sucker in, dude. We will take the par. We will take the par. I want to get some actual flights out. I mean, the forehand was nice, but I want to get some actual flights out of the tee, so I might start throwing 2 off the tee box. Still gonna play off my first shot. Regular layout. This is 352-foot par 3. It looks like it's about like 50 to 100 feet deeper. You can do off the tee with the trance. Try to bite off a good amount of distance. I'm gonna throw a flat backhand and see if this thing will turn for me. Wow. That thing is stable. I mean, it did hit some trees, but it just stayed flat and didn't really want to turn. All right. Using a lot of forehand today, and it's not my favorite technique to throw. I think it's a good look. Woo! That thing is glidey, dude. Not as glidey as the glitch, but damn near close. 1 over. Super glidey, holds any angle. Very similar to the glitch so far. Stable. I haven't thrown it backhand, I don't think. So I want to see, right now forehand, it holds the lines I'm throwing. Even when I'm throwing like flat, it wants to kind of fade a little bit. I'm not throwing like power forehands, but still a lot more stable than expected. So I want to start ripping into them a little bit more and see how their stability holds up. This hole is literally dead straight. I definitely think it's a backhand like flat shot and have it fade to the left towards the basket here. I don't know how long it is though. 60, so it's about 250 feet. 250 feet. I think this is a perfect disc for this hole. Just gonna throw it flat and hopefully the stability of this disc will fade over for me. I think I'm gonna throw a little bit of hyzer here. That went deep. That thing flew out of my hands. Wow. Decent bid. I want a bird, man. Putting though. Do they have electron watts? I should probably know this, but if they do, I don't think watt would be a bad option for a putter, man. A putting putter, anyway. Pretty sure this is the only basket that stayed in the same spot, I believe. If it did, only move like 10, 20 feet. This is gonna be a trans hole. Let's try to get a good line out of this thing. This is about what? 320 feet. So I can actually kind of rip into this thing decently. I just want to throw it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of anhyzer, just a little bit of anhyzer. Throw it on the left side and have it drift over. See if it can hold the ante, or if it's gonna fight out. But I thought this thing would be similar to a leopard, but it is a higher speed. It is neutron plastic, so it might be more stable than I think it is. Yeah, it fights out, dude. Okay. Okay, let's throw the hex. I'm gonna throw the hex on the same line. My neck hurts, bro. I think I'm gonna try and throw a little gap shot with the watt here. A little pinch grip action. Oh, it rolled, dude. Come on. That was actually a decent shot, too. I was hoping it would fade or fight out of it because I didn't put that much power on it, but it held the line. Cash! Dang, dude, this thing feels good fighting, dude. Let's go. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I freaking pulled my neck muscle throwing that tee shot with the trance. Pause. But this shit hurts, bro. This is gonna be a watt off the tee. See if I can throw this. I kind of want to throw it dead flat down the right side because the basket is literally straight ahead. There's two gaps, left gap or right gap. I think I'm gonna go down the right gap and just throw it dead flat. And hopefully it just holds that the whole time. There is a hazard. There's like an old basketball court right in front of the basket. If you're in the hazard, obviously it's a stroke penalty, but you play from where you lie. We can see if we can dot this. Wow. Oh my God, got out of the hazard. That thing turned. I didn't even put that much on it. It did turn. I threw it flat. Turned a little bit and then started to come and fight out of it. So it's a pretty nice flight. As you can see, hazards right here. I only cleared it by like 2 feet. Let's go, baby. I think you don't have to put a lot on it for it to go, but we're back at even. First birdie of the round. I'm gonna throw the hex here. I think I'm gonna just try throwing it flat towards this right side middle gap and have it fade over. It's pretty simple. If I can hit the gap. Not the most ideal. Not the most ideal. Let's throw the one and see if my theory is correct here. I'm gonna throw it on hyzer, expecting it to flip. And I almost ace it. Cool. Pretty bad shot. All right. Pretty weird lie up against these bushes right here. Let's try to drain this one for par. Yeah. Not enough. Didn't load up on the legs enough. For bogey. Back to 1 over. That's fine though. This thing is sick, dude. I thought I would like the hex a little bit more. This thing's just like pretty stable. Not as stable as the other OTB Phase 1. But this, it's like you can hyzer flip it, but it's still stable enough to hold like a hyzer and to not burn over on anhyzer. It's gonna be last hole, par 4, 500 feet. Obviously trying to bite off some distance in the beginning, so I'm gonna throw my trance. And I'm gonna rip this one. It's gonna be straight. All this is low ceiling, as you can see. It's gonna be pretty much straight, and it's gonna slightly bend to the right. And yeah, the basket's gonna be kind of deep right a little bit. Oh, I laced it too, bro. I freaking beamed that thing. Just pulled my line off to the right a little bit by a couple feet. I don't really know what I want to do here. Do my neck. I feel like I have to like move my body to move. I can't. Like that hurts, bro. I kind of want to go sky it here, but my neck hurts too much to throw like a power shot like that. I think I'm gonna throw it up the middle here. I'm gonna throw it with the hex. Just try to get a little bit of distance, see if I can save the birdie. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I got people behind me too. Yeah, that's where you want to be on your second shot. Maybe even your first shot. Not bad. Not bad. Very nice. Putts with the Y have been nasty, dude. They've been clean. Other than my neck being absolutely blown out. Just let it slide. Don't say anything about in the comments about blowing my neck out, bro. You know what I mean. But I will say my winner for, or my favorite for this round, as far as the flight, the grip, all around, I would say, and the feel, I would say the Watt. The Eclipse Watt surprised me a lot, because you would think, I mean, I haven't thrown any other Watts before, I don't believe, unless my memory is straight up dog water. I don't think it's like, it is stable. I don't know if it's stable for a Watt, but it definitely can, it'll flip up on you for sure, but it's still stable enough. If you put it on a decent amount of hyzer, it holds it. If you put it on anhyzer, it'll drift, but it won't like burn over to a roller. And the feel, good job, MVP. Money. X. I would say this is a little bit less stable than the, I believe it's the Proton, Prism Proton hex from OTB Phase 1. But it's still more stable than any other hex other than the Prism Proton. But I would say grip on this, outstanding. I love the soft Proton. Flies good, feels good in the hand. Yeah, so pretty much a hex, just a little bit more stable than your typical one. The feel is amazing. This one, I would say, surprised me the most as far as the flight. It was a little bit windy out there, and it wouldn't really turn on me unless I threw like a pretty decent, like a decent forehand with some power on it, and it did start flipping up. As far as throwing it backhand, it holds straight for a good bit, but it, if I really ripped on it, obviously I could flip it or burn it over, but I was throwing like 60 to 70-ish%, and this thing would either hold and then fade pretty nicely, or if I put anhyzer, it would hold the anhyzer like most of its flight, and then it would fight out at the end. So, I mean, I think it's a little bit more stable than I thought it would be, especially with the suggested flight numbers. But this thing it feels nice. It's a little bit beefy, meaty in the hand, which is nice. Feels comfy. As far as all three of them, I'll say Phase 2 I prefer more than Phase 1. But that's just my opinion. Grab some of your own from both phases and see. Drop in the comments which one's, I guess, your favorite, and which one, what disc kind of surprised you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, love always. Peace out.